right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
Travis, obviously it was disappointing the way everything kind of went up there in Indianapolis. How important is it to get that bad taste out of your mouth and maybe get off to a good start this time?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it since Monday, brother. It's in the past now. You learn from it. You know what you got to clean up, and you just approach this week like we have. With the intention to detail, the focus, the effort, showing guys around you that it matters to you and that we're going to get this thing fixed. And sure enough, that's what we did.
Have you seen those kind of good things this week?
1,000%. Yeah, it's been a good week.
Why was it important to you to put out that tweet about that play?
I mean, that's why we have a platform. That's why we have that, social media to use our advantage. And I mean, I was disappointed in myself. That I'm sure you could sense that from the tweet. It's just I put a lot into how much I care about what I put out there on the field. You know, I think about this thing 24/7, 365. So it's just I put a lot of pride on myself to be able to make those plays, and sure enough, I got confident I'll make the next one.
Travis, you talk about how it was a good week of practice. In your experience, does that usually translate to Sundays?
1,000%, every single time.
Travis, when you come out of that, not to harp on it too much, but do you find yourself thinking more about that than things you did well in that game? I mean, is that the thing that sticks with you?
Every single film session I go into, I think of what did I do wrong, whether we win or lose. I got to keep fixing and keep raising the ceiling for me personally so that I can be accountable for everybody else.
Travis, Frank was in here before you came in, and he was talking about trash talking as part of football.
Yeah.
But then he also mentioned that every now and then he will get warned before he crosses a line. In your experience, how often have you been warned before crossing a line or when you got close to it?
I've always just crossed it. So I learned not to cross it.
Has that line moved since you came in the league? It seems like
1,000%.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, the league's trying to do something, make it I'm not going to comment too much on that. The league's trying to do the right thing. We're all trying to, make the game better. I don't think that necessarily makes it better. I think I just think that we, as overall, the league has to do a better job of managing situations like that, for sure. And relaying that to the refs. I'm not blaming the refs for anything. You know what I mean? Obviously, it comes from up top in the shield somewhere. So.
Well, it's different refs each game too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know who's calling balls and strikes, as it were. When another league kind of thing. I don't know if you were watching last night. Tua got concussed. It looked like,
yeah.
And he was hurt in the game before, and the union has kind of stepped up about this. You're someone who's been concussed and not come back in a game. Where are we right now as a league between the players' union and the team, and what players want to do? How do you find that line about trusting everyone and doing the right thing?
It's a tough line to walk. It is, and I was you're referring to the 2017 Titans game when I got knocked out of the game. Went into halftime thinking that I was just fine. Wanted to go back out there, but obviously hope that Tua is doing okay now. But it's a scary scene. The last thing I would ever want is for my family and friends to see me have to get carted off a field like that after a head injury. I felt bad for him. There's a lot of morale that, sunk to the floor when we saw Tua go through that. So it's just, obviously, like I said, the league's trying to change this game for the better, trying to make it for the better. I know that at the end of the day, even though Titans came back and won the game that I got knocked out of, I still wish I could have been out there with my teammates. That's for damn sure.
That was before there was the independent person on the sidelines, right?
No,
So
that might have been the first couple of years of the first year.
Right.
But yeah.
And so you want to go back and play. What's it like for them to tell you can't? I mean, when you're going through that.
Honestly, it was just a lot of frustration, man. Knowing I couldn't go back out there and help the team.
Travis, on short yard situations, you guys use the tight end so much. I just wonder, from your vantage point, what you and the rest of the tight ends can do to be better in those situations?
We got a really athletic group, physical group, and the two young guys, I can't even really call them young because they play like vets, man. They understand the game, they understand the offense, and they understand the intentions of the play caller and what Pat likes. It's a fun group to be a part of. Jody and Noah have been, progressing so much since they've been here. I get excited when I see those guys have success out there on the field. And, you know, anytime we can go 3 tight end sets, I think we got the advantage.
You obviously experienced the highest high, winning the championship, but when you guys go back to Tampa, that was obviously the last place where you guys were in the Super Bowl. I just wonder what you can take from that game and how much of that can be maybe added motivation.
A lot of similar players. The defensive coordinator is the same. And yeah, we know that they're a great defense. That's you know that you're going to be in there for a dogfight, and what happened last time. So we got to start fast and finish even better.
Travis, and coming off games like that, typically when Patrick plays the same team that he did lose to in a game like that, he does really well. I'm wondering if you could sense something from him, even if you don't have to.
Just think the more reps that 1-5 gets, the better he gets. He's very calculated, but he also plays the game free. And that being said, you know, he's doing his homework. He's trying to find out new ways to beat everybody, and especially, you know, when we aren't at our best. You know, the following episode where we play a team again, you know, he seems to be a little bit more on cue with what the defense is trying to do to stop him.
Okay, thanks, Travis.
Thanks a lot,
Hey,
Travis.
Travis.
Thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
Sorry about the wait.